Welcome to Talking Business with Rich live expert interview. Today's topic is all about unleashing your potentials through the power of self leadership. As a leader, it's crucial to take ownership of your personal and professional growth, and that's exactly what we'll be discussing in this episode. So, whether you're an entrepreneur, consultant, coach, or simply looking to level up your leadership skills, you won't want to miss this insightful and inspiring conversation. All right, another one. Let me have my AI say
Hello,
something.
everyone. My name is 𝐻𝐞𝐚𝐫𝐧𝐢𝐬de the owner of �mighty Virtual Solutions. We specialize in digital content creation, social media management, admin and backend support, as well as process automation and workflow optimization. At our core, we strive to boost your productivity and streamline your processes, allowing you to delegate with ease and achieve more. Our aim is to help your business thrive without the burden of overwhelm.
All right, hey there. Welcome to episode 56 of Talking Business with Ritz live expert interview. So, the show where we bring the human behind the title before the offer. So, I'm your host, Ritzel Loredo Rectra. Okay, and today we have an amazing guest who will be sharing her expertise and experience with us. We are now streaming on my Facebook group and YouTube channel. So, where is that? I'm supposed to flash it on. Okay, here we go. And don't forget to join the Facebook group. This is free. All right. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, like and subscribe. You can share too if you like. All right. Don't forget to comment hashtag live. All right. If you are with us today watching, and hashtag replay if you are watching on replay. So, all right, let's start the show. Let me just hide this one. All right. It's my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest, Fran Saguindang-Riego de Dios. Right. Let me put her on stage. Hi,
Hello.
Coach.
Hello. Good morning. Good
All
morning,
right, welcome.
Rich.
Yeah, welcome, Coach Fran, to episode 56 of Talking
Um,
Business with Ritz. Can you say hi to our audience?
Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's okay. Um, Living their life to the fullest, of course. And yeah, I hope you stick around.
All right. Now, she is a speaker, coach, and author with extensive experience in coaching, mentoring, and talent development. Now, she is passionate about helping individuals and organizations reach their full potentials and has a wealth of insights to share on the topic of self leadership. All right. She will be able to flash. I will be flashing on the screen the topics that we will be tackling later on. Right. So the first one would be purpose-based leadership. How finding your purpose can make you a better leader. Oh, this is very good for business owners, right? Okay, now topic number two would be finding life's purpose, the key to unlocking your self-leadership potential. And topic number three would be emotional intelligent leadership, how to lead with empathy and authenticity in your self leadership journey. All right, so grab your notes. Everyone, settle in and get ready to discover the secret to uh, full learning self leadership. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into our conversation with Fran and explore the power of leadership, self leadership. All right. right. They're so excited. Okay, stop now. All right, all right. So our goal is for the audience to become familiar with the person behind the title before the offer. So, first question, we're gonna dive into the first question. Where are you located right now, Coach Fran?
I'm in, well, specifically in Cavite. So I'm in, uh, yeah, I'm in Cavite. I'm confused because I work in Eastwood in Quezon City. So I'm usually confused when I'm asked that question. But now I'm in Cavite.
All
Yes.
right. When we say Cavite, this is Philippines, right? Because of
Yeah,
our
Philippines. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I
okay.
forget. You're global, correct. So
Yeah.
I'm in the Philippines, in Cavite.
All right. Somewhere South Manila, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
South of Metro Manila, correct.
South of Metro Manila, correct. All right, so I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and let's start with what is your favorite word and why?
Oh, my favorite word. Um, Faith is, I think, my favorite word.
Faith.
Yeah. And why? I think it's many things actually. It can be spiritual and also just personal. So I mean, sorry, spiritual is personal, but what I mean is also faith as like in a practical sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything that I do, I make sure that I have faith in myself and the people I work with, and in the objective of what I'm trying to do. So I think it's just a universal language for me to really be motivated about whatever it is that I'm doing. So yeah, I usually tell myself, have faith. Yeah, and also, spiritually, you have a strong faith in the higher being. So yeah, faith is my
That's
favorite word.
that's great. That is a very powerful word to be a favorite of. All right, now before we move, we continue. We have a live viewers right now. Let's
Oh,
say hi to Ed of Filipinas and Sean. Hi, Ed.
hey Ed.
All right, and we have another one. We got Jeff. Right, thank you very much.
Hey Jeff.
Right. Okay, so keep on watching. Um, Next would be what is the craziest thing you've ever done and did you regret it afterwards?
It's the craziest thing. I've done
Yep.
so many crazy things. I'm sure. I mean, I think everyone, I think probably me, or I think it's a common thing for people to sometimes try things crazy, right? But recently, I don't know, but what comes to mind is the I've just started to like do series of dancing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger, like way younger, I danced, but then you become very conscious about your age and you're old enough, right?
I
To
still dance. I
yeah, but
don't
then
care.
oh yeah, but like really do hip hop dances, like and I like for me it looks inappropriate, but I just love doing it. So it's crazy for me. I don't know, not to disrespect other people of my age who are dancing. Please continue. I don't also mind to be crazy every time I do it. Like I can do it again, but that's just what came to mind recently. There's almost like a guilt as well of doing it. Like, why am I doing it? I'm already on my mid 40s. Why? But then, so every time I watch myself dancing, I'd regret, but I want to do it again. So I don't know. That is a bit conflicting, but yeah, that's the thing that came to mind. So I just want to be honest.
Right, right. You're just having fun.
I
That's my
know,
take on that.
I know. But sometimes, like, you're at this certain age when you're not so young and then you're not so old too. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but one thing that I thought was before I I get to be too old to dance hip hop, I will just dance, right? I'll dance to it
Oh,
until,
break it
I'll
down.
be too old. I don't
It's
know. Like
fine. It's fine. A
but
lot
yeah,
of people are doing that. It's
Yeah.
not just
Sometimes,
you.
yeah, and sometimes I just feel it's out of character, but it's just really who I am too. So, yeah.
All right, that's fun. Okay, on to the next question. What inspired you to become an entrepreneur, and what was your first business idea?
Ugh. Okay. I actually don't know how it started, but when I was young, when I was like in my elementary years, I used to watch this show that features different business ideas. I was just in elementary, and I got very entertained by it, and um, then my parents actually had a tailoring, and so
Mm-hmm.
early on I was already, I think, introduced to entrepreneurship, and then later on I realized that being an entrepreneur is not actually about just wanting to be an entrepreneur. um, you just gotta be an entrepreneur so you can put forth your mission. I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm doing the things that I'm doing in my company, and I love it. In that industry, I've been in the about 3 companies now, and I love what I do. But I feel like it's just a part of the bigger world,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
I know that when you want to share to a lot of people, then you gotta get out of it, and to do it is to I don't know, entrepreneurship has just become a door that I can walk in and I can focus on, and that can buy me my freedom as well, and just be out there. And yeah, that's just really it. It was just a natural and tendency for someone who
Yeah.
wants to reach to more people. It was really wanting your desire to
Yeah.
share to people.
So, what business idea did you started with?
Oh yeah. What did I start with? When I was very young, clothing was really the first one,
Mm-hmm.
because of my parents' influence. So I put up a tailoring business for my
Mm-hmm.
family.
What?
So I thought, yeah, so this would be a good retirement thing for us. But something happened. I had to leave the country and had to leave Manila, and I think they weren't able to manage it. So, and it yeah, but I still want to go back to it. So it's clothing. We still have clothing business now. So but the clothing business is more of the sustainable type of business. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you have pre-loved, for example, pre-loved clothes, I believe in keeping the energy, effort, and materials in the ecosystem and not produce more. And so
Mm-hmm.
to recycle and upcycle clothes, I think is the best idea. So that's where I am now. Like, making sure that is a business that I go into is sustainable, for the environment, and yeah, not to contribute to
Yeah.
the the negative effects of climate. I mean, sorry, not contribute to climate change is what I was trying to say. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, whoever out there watching us today, if you have clothes that doesn't fit you anymore, but they're still good, bring it to Fran.
Right. Can I say, like, we have a website
Sure, sure,
for
sure.
it? Yeah, it's frowel.com. So all of our clothes there and are actually pre-loved of our friends. Yeah. So I think it's better than buying. And also um, there apparently there are, what do you call it? These are like excess, um, from the manufacturing
Ah,
companies.
okay.
Yeah, so like we also get them and share it. I'm sorry, sell them. So
Oh, all right. So, some are they like branded excess from manufacturers?
yeah, yes, mostly. because my mom is still connected as well with this garment company, but not theirs because theirs they have connections already. So
All right, right,
yeah.
right.
So, but yeah, I'm also passionate about that. Like just grab them because other people don't like to wear that has been worn by someone else.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that would be a good idea to get the um. Sorry, I think I'm nervous. I forget the word. So overruns the
The
overruns.
overruns,
Yeah.
yes. The overruns are okay. The fabrics would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's still nice because it's also the same as the one being sold on
Right.
this
Yeah.
department store. So that's nice. That's nice. That's
Yeah.
one way of actually getting a what do you call that? A quality clothing
Correct. Yeah.
in a lower price
Correct.
than one in the department store.
Yeah, and I was actually told
A good idea.
that yeah, it is a good idea. And I thought that these were rejects from the factory, but my mother explained that no, when a client comes over, they have to make they have to have a buffer. So they like
Yes,
make a few more. And
extra.
so
Yes.
yeah, extra. So it's not like the reject, the of quality clothes, it's actually just the excess. So this is good.
Yeah,
Good to know.
even for books, they do that for
Mm,
publishing. Yeah, even for books.
okay, that's good.
Yeah, we have a favorite place to go for excess books. We got it
Oh,
for because we are book lovers. My son is a book lover. My husband
uh,
is also also loves reading. I love reading books that interest me.
right. Oh, wow, that would be good to go to. Is it in
Right.
Malaysia?
It is in Malaysia and it's quite
Oh,
cheaper than what is when it's sold, you know, in the bookstore
wow.
bookstores.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's that. Anyway, let's go back to the show. What challenges have you faced while
Mm.
building your business and how did you overcome them?
The consulting company, I think, was challenging because the clothing is just really asking friends like do you have pre-love, sell to us, that's just really it, and we just up the price for the admin fee and shipping and all that. But the
Mm,
consulting business was different because you gotta be out there, yeah, and they gotta trust you first. So I started actually joining a consulting firm
mm-hmm.
15 years ago. And then as a consultant, so like a boss of mine who left the company and focused his own consulting business asked me to join him.
Mm-hmm.
And the challenge was I said I really want to do this eventually, so yeah, 15 years after I've done it. But at that time, when I could have done it at that time, right, like within this 5 year frame, but
Yeah.
then people don't trust me because I think has turned 30 or just early 30s. And
Mm,
I can see like they don't I can see that they are hesitant to listen to me, and they would ask for the senior consultant or the managing director. um, but until later on, like until when they talk to me about coaching, about leadership, that's when I was left on my own eventually, but it took a while to get there. And so that was a challenge for consulting business. um, it, you can't just put it up overnight.
yeah,
Um,
true.
yeah, even the license to operate has been on for more than 5 years. It was just really la- the last 2 years when we really openly and kicked off and really had clients as well. So that's the challenge in the consulting business. It's not like clothing business or the other business that we have. Like, you have to put up a website and tell your friends that they can sell
Yeah.
to your
Yeah.
platform, and that's it, and then have license and VIR, all of those things. But with consulting, you're selling yourself,
Yeah,
and your
true. Exactly.
knowledge and your skills, and you can't just be doing just about anything you want. That probably is the reason why I kind of regret dancing, because like I think that's where I'm coming from. Like I I feel like you have to be serious and all that, and then here you are dancing. But like what my friends have told me, and my team of consultants as well would tell me that you're just being yourself, so just go
Yeah. You're just being human.
on. Okay, yeah, thank you,
And
Ritz.
showing that side of being
That makes
human.
me feel good.
Yeah. And showing that side of being human is actually making you more relatable and more
Right.
approachable
Okay,
and
that's good to know.
more trustworthy because then, you know, if your clients are
Mm.
yeah, if your clients in consultancy have issues or problems that they want to, say to you so that you can
Mm.
help them more, then it'll be more comfortable for them to approach you because Fran is good is relatable. I can approach her and tell her
Oh,
whatever, right? So like
okay.
that,
That's
like
good to know.
Fran Brax, right?
Yeah. But you've like I said, it took a while for you to get there.
Yeah,
And
quite
I
true.
don't want my like one real video because I don't have TikTok. I should get TikTok. So what, like one video will just turn things upside down. But yeah, but thank you for saying that. That is really helpful.
Yeah, true. Oh, you don't video yourself. I also don't.
Oh, I have worthiness issue that my I have a life coach I talk to every time as well as a
Hmm.
coach. I
Yeah,
have to be whole as
yeah,
well. So yeah, we're still working on it. I think every one of us is a work in progress. I think we
yeah.
don't aim for perfection in this world because that doesn't exist. So I acknowledge that I have worthiness issue up until this moment, and just really trying to overcome it on a daily basis.
Nobody's perfect, Fran.
Mm-hmm.
I myself also. Sometimes there are days that I don't like what I see on video on me
Mm-hmm.
about me or yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what I see on the mirror and some days it's like, oh, you look good, Riz.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're
That's
like
true.
that. There are days like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, so are you ready for this next question?
Oh, why did you have to ask me? Are you ready? That scares me.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to
Okay.
be.
All right. So, what's one habit that you developed that you
Mm.
think has contributed to your success as an entrepreneur?
The, it's a perpetual learner. Being a perpetual learner, like
Mhm.
I I would really study a lot. I think it's because of my background in science. I have, when I know that to get to something is to labor, to research, read, talk to people, introspect, right? Reflect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that is it, the discipline to study and learn and learn and learn and learn.
Wow. All right. Now, how do you stay motivated when faced with setbacks or failures in your business?
Mission. I am really glad that I got to think about my life's mission 13, 14 years ago. And that has been like a pill, like a
Mhm.
medicine to me. When I feel demotivated, I go back to, okay, hey, what is really your mission? Like, is isn't this part of your mission? Then I become motivated. Apart from, of course, my husband and my fur babies, like I have 10, 11 of them.
Oh, so
So
many.
I know so many, so a lot. And then, yeah, I have to feed them too. And yeah, so anyway, but yeah, it's really just knowing what my mission is. And I've always say that it's a divine given mission. So, if I tell myself that all the time, that, it's the creator who gave me this mission, then I really have
Mhm.
to take care of it. And that keeps me um, up. Yeah.
Motivated.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now, if you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice when you first started your journey, what would it be?
Be patient. Always be patient. Sometimes, because when you're in a hurry, like
Yeah.
you really sometimes want to put up something, for example, and you're gonna be in a hurry. You want to already launch it and not think about it carefully or not brew it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you allow time to brew it in your head. Just it's gonna be haphazardly done, and so you're just gonna be wasting money, time, sometimes relationships. So trust the process. I think trust the process. Like yeah, it's gonna take time. Mm, nothing is born overnight or created overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So be patient and trust the process would be the advice I'd give my younger self, my younger entrepreneur self.
Nice. Nice. Yes, I also is gonna give the same advice to my younger self. Aside from keep learning and be patient. Yes. So that is very inspiring, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Coach Fran's goal is to share. So, Coach Fran's goal is to share her knowledge and experience to help leaders lead themselves and their people better. So, in the next 5 minutes, Coach, kindly talk us through how you've started and found success as the CEO of Real Consulting and as a speaker, coach, and author of an author. Yes.
um,
How
really,
did you start? How
uh,
did you how did you start it?
with the consulting.
Yeah, okay, let's start with the consulting. Yeah.
How did I start? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Just briefly go through your bio or your story.
okay, it's really writing. Um, so I thought that I should be writing my story, writing about how I found my mission, and because I like to write, so had a diary about my leadership journey. The secret there is I was non-confrontational before. Keyword was, now I'm diplomatic and careful. But but I would write my feelings, like I would write them down, and so I just kept them, and I noticed that there are leadership lessons in all these stories that I wrote in my diary. And also, I was very curious about my mission. Being an unwanted child, I realized that I have to really find my mission on Earth and the reason of my existence. So those major things are in my head. So I put them on a book, on like separately. So I have the five whys to discover my
Mhm.
mission, and then the uncomfortable truths about leading people. I believe that to publish them is to also tell the world that I'm very serious about this. If I combine that two, it's just really mission based leadership is what I'm trying to do. And so and then register that business. So I thought I thought that I should be able to share to people what I know first and how I discovered, what I know and what my journey was, so they will trust me in this business. So and then actually, I it was my husband. I think I think he's really the reason of to push me to, like, you should start your business now, or you should just start your consulting, and just do whatever you think is best to kick it off, like the books and the website and the blogs. So my husband inspired me. He was on a wheelchair. He was wheelchair bound for almost 5 years because of a tumor in the spine, and
Hmm.
there was a time when he was paralyzed neck down. and he would consciously have to breathe because breathing is supposed to be unconscious, right? So
Yeah.
he had to like consciously breathe, and at at that moment, I realized that life is short, and if you know your mission, you should already do them. Because my husband used to work as a safety engineer in Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
and he's really loved his work. But then we weren't together yet at that time, by the way. So and then when he came back here in the Philippines, he was already sick, but he enjoyed the work, but he couldn't do it anymore. 2 years after being sick, we reconnected. He's actually a childhood friend, a brother
Mm-hmm.
of my best friend. And then we were just talking about his condition, and the rest is history. And so he told me about, you know, live in the moment, do whatever it is that you have to do, because you really don't know if you have that future.
Yeah, yeah.
It hurts when like you wake up one day that you couldn't move. And that in itself kind of um, motivated me to like, yeah, I really wanted to be able to have my own consulting company, books, and really interact with as many people as I could. And so I should be doing something about it now. I know that's not overnight, but you can already do baby steps. Like all of your actions should be leading towards that.
Yeah.
And he can walk, by the way. Now he's able to walk. He's very
Wow.
independent. He's cooking. Um he can pretty much do everything now. So sometimes I feel useless because I would sometimes rush home, drive home to wash him, to feed him. But that doesn't happen anymore because he can certainly do everything on his own now. Yeah, and just really the diet, which also is what we're very passionate about, having an organic diet. So anyway, that's how it started. Just really me knowing my mission, meeting my husband for the second time, because first time we met we were little, second time, and then just be very serious about it, registered it, and telling the world that I am doing this. And so they started
Right.
to and then I did a free webinar of the contents of the book, and that's when I had inquiries about my services. And so I got invites to coach, to mentor, to speak. So yeah, I think that's how I started. And
Very
then
inspiring. Yes.
thank you. My husband is very inspiring. So my goal is really to have the to be able to share like this moment right here, Ritz. I really appreciate this platform, you, and your community.
Wow. Thank you.
This is really an honor, to have this opportunity to be able to talk to people, new friends. That's really my goal. And in my classes, in
Mm-hmm.
my leadership classes, in my mentoring, coaching, and speaking engagement, I usually
Mm-hmm.
have science behind everything. I believe in the brain mind behavior
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
Yes, just because my background is in science. I have a master's degree in biology. I studied
Mm-hmm.
neuroscience as well, and many things about science, psychology, arts and sciences, and just enrich my knowledge around that, and
Yeah.
connected it to leadership. Um, and that's how I found self leadership, really. Like I have to be able to know my human biology, my biology first, my tendencies, how my brain works, and understand myself first, so I'm fully aware of my strengths and weaknesses, and so
Mm-hmm.
I can help other people. And so these people that I'm helping, I want them to be whole first. So in my mentoring sessions, we would spend for about 4 to 5 sessions just talking about themselves and not even talking about their people yet, because there's so much that has to be not fixed but has to be settled,
Yeah.
right? Big we're all humans, and we're just a summation of our genetic makeup as well as our environment's influences, and that's crazy, right? So I know that this person and his behaviors may not be connected. His behaviors could be just an influence of the environment, or the
Mhm.
environment that he grew up in. So I have to, like, work on that first, just as how I worked with myself. And then we start, when I see that, everything's settled and stable and we're fully self-aware, that's when we start talking about leading their people.
Nice.
Because
You really know your stuff, coach. So how do you do this? Is this a one-on-one coaching?
So I work with a group of friends who are also my consultants, or the consultants of Frowell
Mm.
Consulting. So we have a portfolio. So together we just pull all of our expertise together. So we would run courses. We have set of courses that we run, like emotional intelligence, self leadership, motivation, the science of motivation, and coaching workshops, and then we also offer like a mentoring services. So I'm so blessed to have met someone who's the owner of a company that helps out freelance individuals, and so he's able to grow his company with a partner, and his leadership team,
Mm.
he's preparing them to for a bigger role and for growth. And so he asked me to come in and mentor his leaders. And we started with just 8 people, and now we've grown to 20, and it's still growing. And because I've been advertising about that, so some people has also have also asked me if I could do the same. So we do it every, like, once a month coaching
Mm-hmm.
session.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on
Availability.
their their availability, as well as preference, and sometimes depends on our advice as well. So, like, if we feel that we should have more than 2 sessions within the month, just because we have a rationale behind it that will help
Mm-hmm.
the person become successful, then we do so. So yeah, it's about like running a class that's all science based, just and then doing a one-to-one conversation, regular conversation with leaders
Wow,
or
that's great.
potential leaders.
That's great. All right, let's
Thank
acknowledge
you.
one comment from what are you saying, Ed? So it's great to be surrounded by people open to sharing what they went through and what they are going through building their business. Love this discussion. Right.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Ed. Okay, now that was really inspiring. We are now moving. Yeah, we are now moving to the second half. All right, second half of our show. So for those who just came in, this is Ritzel Loredo Rectra, your digital coach, creator, and process automation specialist. I am now with Coach Fran Saguindang-Riego de Dios. Mouthful. All
Sorry.
right. Okay, the speaker, a speaker, coach, and author, and we are here to talk about self leadership. So don't forget to join our Facebook group. All right, let me just flash it again. This is our free Facebook group. So if you want to watch all the past episode, we are now at episode 56, right? So many lessons, so many experiences of the experts that we have of different topics in relation to entrepreneurship. Go inside this Facebook group, join, and watch all the past episodes in there, and be and engage. Okay, almost all of the members here are the coaches, or are the what do you call that, are the experts that I had interviewed. So that is where you can connect with them. All right, if you have questions. Okay, now don't forget to comment hashtag live again if you are here now, and comment hashtag replay if you are watching us on replay. Okay, there's one more. All right, let me hide this. And we have MJ Spiritu. Okay. Watching with us today. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Where are we now? All right. So let's talk business and my drum roll. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Okay, now, as a, sorry, here we go. As a leader, you have a responsibility to guide and inspire your team towards success. So, but have you ever considered that finding your own purpose could be the key to unlocking your full potential as a leader? Purpose based leadership is a growing trend in today's business world, with more and more leaders realizing the importance of aligning their personal values with their professional goals. So let's start with the first topic. Here we go. Purpose based leadership, how finding your purpose can make you a better leader. Okay, now let's pass on the mic to our coach, Fran. Here we go. Go ahead, coach.
Thank you, Ritz. Purpose is almost your path, right? So if you do not know what your purpose is or your mission is, um, you're just going to number one experiment many paths, and to me that's a waste of time. You should, I think, invest time in finding your purpose so you know where to go, and that can make you efficient in this lifetime, right? And so,
Yeah.
and also, leadership, unlike any other endeavors, for me, this is just personally, right? Leadership is actually dealing with lives of people, right?
Sure.
And it's not everyone is called to are chosen. Many have been called perhaps, but few have are chosen to pursue, because you gotta be able to have all the auspicious ingredients to be able to get there. So when you and you're leading people, right?
Right.
That also has their purpose and their motivation. And so, how could you be leading someone, right, to his purpose when you yourself don't know what your purpose is? So, if it is also your purpose, to lead people, everything that you do is going to be very meaningful. Everything is intentional. Everything that you make this person do, or all of the advices that you're going to give this person, is going to be intentional.
Yeah.
So, sometimes as well, if this doesn't align with your values and your purpose, there may that may be the cause of the failure. Like I said, not I feel like not everyone is called to do it, and so if it's not your mission, and if you don't feel like leading people, and you're just forced to do it because of sometimes money, like in it's a promotion,
Yeah.
right? For some companies, right? For most of the companies, to lead people is a promotion. So if you're there for the money, your money will never commensurate to the amount of jobs or tasks that you do. Your lifestyle will change, and you will go back to thinking the money is not enough anymore. Like, I want more. Like, your
Yeah.
lifestyle is changing. So, but if this is your purpose, you forget that you're actually given money out of what you're doing. This is life to you. This is almost part and parcel of how you should live your life. And little did you know that, I'm sorry, and then eventually, before you know it, is what I want to say. Before you know it, you realize that you're earning more than,
Yeah.
how much you earn compared to how much you earned before. And that's a surprise to you. So it's not about the money. It's not about the compensation if it
Correct.
is purpose based leadership. It's about your way of life, and it is about your life period.
It's about our life period, and money is just the byproduct. We do
Right.
it by purpose.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, we need money, of course. I need
Yes.
money. I am an entrepreneur. I need money, as well, to pay for my team as well. But that is just to propel us. That is just it's like us being vehicles. We just need gas,
Yeah.
right? That's just really it. but the purpose remains. We go to our destination.
All right. Wow. Okay, now here's my question to our viewers. So, do you ever feel like you're just going through the motions in life without a clear sense of direction or purpose? So, it's a common experience, but one that can leave us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from our true potential. So, the good news is that finding your life's purpose can be the catalyst for unlocking your self leadership, as what Coach Fran had mentioned, okay, and achieving greater personal and professional success. Now, Coach Fran will discuss about the second topic, finding your life's purpose. Here we go. And the key to unlocking your self leadership potential. How do we find one's life potential, Coach Fran? Oh, wait, you're on mute.
There. Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. I feel like, so if you're if you believe in God, you'd say the Creator, right, has actually left signs, hints of who you will become. But then
Yeah.
again, it's your will, right, on whatever else you want to do in this lifetime. Or the universe has already given you all of these resources for you
Yeah.
to figure out what your purpose is. So it's really just easy for me. So in my webinars, I teach them 5 steps to find their mission. Actually, it's not 5 steps, they are 5 questions, 5 whys that they can ask themselves to find what their mission is. And that
Mhm.
sometimes just knowing, and this is really surprising for me because just it's just really knowing what their name means and what their aspirations, what their parents or whoever gave that name to them, what were their aspirations, why they were given that name. And it's just really mind blowing for me when they start googling the meaning of their names, and then I would ask them, "Do you relate to that definition?" And surprisingly, they would say, "Yeah. Why have I not done this before?" So see, that's not coincidence. Second, who do you admire? Who do you admire? Like these people that you admire, certainly these people, that's the kind of person you want to become. So probably that's, whatever he's doing is your mission as well. Maybe related, maybe, a little bit of that, but that's a hint. What are you good at? Um, some like your talents. They're not, some people just belittle it, everyone can do it, actually not at the same pace and speed as you do. If you're good at something, number one, it's easy for you to do it. It's not hard work, it is playtime.
Yeah.
Number two, it doesn't get old. You want to do it time and again. Because often the things that you do, it gets old and you don't want to do them again. Like one day you just realize, I don't want it. But in this thing that you're good at, you actually want to do it time and again. There would be rest, some rest phases, but it will come back. And therefore, there's always a 10,000 rules to becoming great at what you do, right?
Yeah.
10,000 hours rule.
Yes.
So then that means you actually put in so much time to hone that skill and you become better eventually. So, and this, and then there's one more. I'm just going to leave that secret.
Sure,
And
sure,
then
sure.
the last one is really, which really hit me hard because I'm the type who likes to do a lot of things. And so um, when I was 30 years old, I wrote down all the things because I think, okay, quarter life crisis is happening. So I wrote down the things that I want to do. And I realized I have 100, like, not, I'm exaggerating, but there's a lot, right, of what I want to do. And then I realized, like, I'm already aware about prioritization and
Yes.
brain overwhelming, right? And I said, how can I cut this down? And I realized, I don't know, it just came through my head, and the question, what if you only have 3 months to live?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it that you really want to accomplish? And I was able to, you know, cut it down to 3 things. And then so I put that in the book, and maybe this is this is the part of the webinar or the seminars at times when they're no longer comfortable to do, because I asked them to write what their epitaph would be like
Yeah.
what's written on their epitaph, and sometimes
Yeah.
they're not comfortable to do that. But if you just welcome that exercise, you'd be able to cut down the things or prioritize the things that you really want to do, because the rest are just really like nice to do, but the need to do would be just very few things, and you'd only come to think of that when you realize you're running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True. That
so
is true.
yeah, so that's I think how to really find your purpose. And if you're a leader, you look at these three things or four or five things probably, and you see, okay, where does leadership start? Or are all of these attributes, all of the essence of all of these things, does this lead to leadership, or leading people, or caring for people, or influencing people? Then you're on the right track. Then pursue it, because that could really be your mission. And it can change as you go along, but it
Mm-hmm.
won't change drastically. Actually, it will just fine tune your mission, but the steps before that you realize would be necessary to get to you know that phase when it's already fine-tuned. So just again, trust the process, be patient with yourself.
Yes, correct. So it's like intentionally knowing yourself,
Correct.
right? Right. Okay.
Simply
So,
put. Thank you.
yes. All right. So yeah, MJ says, I'm always thankful and grateful when Miss Fran shared her book. My advice to discover your purpose. I finally found my purpose in life. All right. And then
Thanks,
we have,
MJ.
all right, then we have Jeffrey Lavera
Good
right now.
job.
Okay. All right. Now moving on to the next one. So, all right, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now almost at the end of this episode. Now, being an effective leader requires more than just technical skills and knowledge. Okay, I know for a fact that technical skills and knowledge does not cut it in the leadership uh, era perspective or phase, right, or stage. Okay, so because in my work as a corporate in corporate as a system consultant, I do lead people. And this does not cut it. Okay, so it also requires emotional intelligence, so you have to know when to back up, you know,
That's right.
step back and see what's going on really. All right. Okay, now leaders who can connect with their teams on a deeper level, empathize with their struggles, and communicate authentically, are more likely to inspire trust, build strong relationships, and achieve lasting success. Okay, we now move to the third topic, which is to, the emotional intelligent leadership. How to lead. Let me flash that. Okay, here we go. How to lead the empathy with empathy and authenticity in your self leadership journey. All right, take it away, Coach Frank.
So first I just want to say that everyone has the capacity to empathize. When you were born, there's a part in your brain that's already fully developed, which is the amygdala. The rest of the brain is just really developing, like your logical thinking. That's why you become logical and you are able to decide better when you're about 20 years old, 18 or 25. So, but people have always said that, or some people have said that, I just can't empathize. Like, I don't have compassion. Our experiences have probably hardened our hearts, quote unquote, but maybe we
Mhm.
have lost that feeling because of our experiences, right? And so I just want us to go back to that rudimentary or the very basic human biology, that you actually have the capacity to empathize. So
Yes.
just like I'm painting a picture of a tutor, a teacher who's teaching a
Yep.
child who's probably 3 years old. And so, if you look at this tutor, her brain is an adult brain, and you have a child brain, right? And because of her experiences, it would be good if she has great experiences and happy experiences, or if there were sad experiences, she was able to settle with that, then she would be able to, show compassion, patience, because this child may not get it at once. This child may ask more questions. This
Correct.
child may challenge, yeah, right, the knowledge of the teacher. But if someone, if this person can empathize that I was once a child, that my brain used to be this little in terms of capacity or in terms of understanding about existence,
Mm-hmm.
I would be able to put my um, myself in her shoes,
Yeah.
and so I'd be more understanding. So leadership is like that. The sad thing about most of us adult leaders is that we forget about our past. We sometimes are very strong with other people, um, but we forget that we were learners too, and we had the journey, especially in the corporate world, right? When leaders are almost like, um, they're like superheroes, right? So they're like invincible, almost like, um, uh, right, like a superhero character, right?
Mm.
That doesn't exist, right? A perfect character. But then, and so they would be impatient with their people. They would say, you you really don't get it, or I've told you several times about this, but you really don't get it. But if you remember how you learned it in the past, then maybe you could have sat down and say, okay, I know this is really difficult to learn. So, as a learned person, as a knowledgeable person, you would say, okay, let me break this down for you. Okay. So this, that. And so, if you lead with empathy, emotional intelligence is about empathy, interpersonal skills, right? It's about self awareness, that you're aware that you were once a learner and you came from 0 to 10 now, or maybe to 8 now, right? There was that journey and you're aware about that. And you're aware of your weaknesses as well, that you can regulate yourself from anger, from strong emotion, from being compulsive, because you're really very tempted to yell at your people. Sometimes you're human being, you have
Right.
cortisol, right? So you're human being, you can, there's that tendency. But if you're aware that you could always put forth anger as your initial interaction, I'm sorry, reaction all the time, then you will regulate it to say, okay, this is my issue. I have an anger issue, and I
Yeah.
should not put that on to the,
Indeed.
and I should not put that on to my people.
Yeah.
It's my problem, not theirs. Like, here's there, this is some, I am someone who couldn't just handle my feelings then. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, emotional intelligence is really about that: self-awareness, empathy, self-regulation, social, interpersonal skills, right? and and motivation. Your motivation should be beyond money. Like I said, I want to go back to it.
Correct.
Consulting business is really tough, because sometimes you have people, you have clients, but there are times when there's like nothing, like you're not talking to anyone at all. And but then if your motivation is beyond money, you can actually offer free services to people. Turn on your camera and do webinar for free. Share, to people what you know for free, because
Yeah.
that's the motivation, is to share. So I feel like it's just gonna be a better world if we have emotionally intelligent leaders, and not just leaders because of some reasons, but because they're emotionally intelligent.
Yes. I believe this is very important for entrepreneurs because entrepreneurs does not only uh, face clients, they also manage their own team at the same time, right? And without this, and you're so bossy, people will leave you, clients, and then it will transcend to clients because you're now spread thinly because you don't have people to do stuff, you know that you're not supposed to be doing anyway. So if we don't take care of our emotional intelligent being a leader, then yes, we'll have a very hard time in our journey to success as an entrepreneur. I know for a fact because yeah, I have that experience. I experienced that in the corporate world, and I'm experiencing it now as I'm building my team as well and managing clients that are coming in. So yeah, um, so that's the third topic. Let's segue now. All right. So for those who came in late, please watch the replay by joining the group, which I am flashing right now. Again, join the group and watch all the past episodes. So this is a very informative episode, and there's a lot of learnings. So here are some ways that each of these topics can help coaches, course creators, consultants, and service providers in increasing their bottom line in business. So one in the first topic, purpose-based leadership. So by finding your purpose, as what Coach Fran said, and aligning your leadership with it, you can create strong sense of direction and motivation for yourself and your team. So this can lead to increased productivity. Oh my God, who wouldn't like that? Innovation and customer satisfaction, all of which can contribute to a stronger bottom line, right? So, in the second topic, we're finding life's purpose. Okay, when we are clear on our life's purpose, that's what Coach Fran said. We are more likely to be fulfilled and engaged in our work. So this can translate also in a better customer experience, more positive word of mouth, more referrals, more money coming in, and a stronger reputation, all of which can help grow our business. The third one would be the emotional intelligent leadership. By leading with empathy and authenticity, we can build stronger relationships with our customer and clients. Okay. Now, this can lead to increased loyalty, repeat business, and referrals, as I mentioned earlier, all of which can have a positive impact on our bottom line. And additionally, as what Coach Fran said, emotional intelligence can help us navigate challenging situations with grace and skill. This can help us maintain our reputation and customer relationships over time. So, as I always say, every guest speaker whom I had invited in this live expert interview is by design. So, it had helped me with my mindset processes and validated it as well, and had prepared me to move forward. It had inspired me to get better and better in what I do. My guests are all inspiring, like my guest here. Where are you right now? There, Coach France. All right, it had helped me to be where I am right now. This is what I envisioned for you to, so you could move your business forward. All right, now we go back to our coach here. Coach Fran, going back to Coach Fran, can you tell us any upcoming projects or initiatives that you're excited about?
Oh, my team and I, we've been planning to do a retreat,
Wow.
for finding your purpose retreat. Because in the workshops that I would do, I'm aware that there's there's really a need for more time to do counseling. So I really didn't expect that it will go that way because I was just writing the book to share. But then when I did the workshop, I realized that people have started to pour in, their emotions and their struggles. And that kind of the second layer that I want to help on. And so I really want a retreat so that I can have life coaches around us for 2 days, and so they would have time to, like, talk about their emotion after the workshop, so, or
Mm.
while the workshop is happening. So I think a retreat would really help us with that. So we're still brewing it. For now, I'm just really doing busy with the companies that I help, that my team and I help. So that's just it. But yeah, the bigger plan is to have the finding your purpose retreat. I hope that really happens before the year ends. I'll let you know, Ritz.
Wow. But is it open for anybody?
Yeah,
Or
we want to open because the workshops that I'm doing for finding your purpose for leaders, I do that exclusively to like some companies, but this one's a public seminar, a public retreat. So
ah,
yeah.
all right. That is interesting. All right,
Mhm.
friends. You know where to look. Okay. I'm flashing the website of Coach Fran at the bottom. I believe this is where you can find all her services, okay, that she is offering, right? And but before that, I would like to show this message from Yul Carrillo. People is the core of any business, hence emotional intelligent leadership is key. Exactly.
100%. That's right.
Yep.
Because I think because business is really whatever business you're in is
Yep.
about dealing with people. So
Yes.
yeah, that's good, deal. Thank you.
All right. So, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out in their online business? May it be coaching, consulting, creation, service providing. Yeah.
You have to do what you love to do. Never copy. Like I'm not saying never copy, but just because sometimes we're tempted to copy the trend or the what's been hyped.
Yeah.
Just really go back to your core. Spend that weekend just by yourself. Think about, or you can, buy my book, but you can just really just contemplate as well to say, what is it really that I want to do in this lifetime? And then align your business to that purpose. I think that's really it. And again, is be patient, trust the process.
Right. Okay. Now, please, Coach Fran, please invite our audience again to your offer or remind them how they can work with you.
Um, you can actually reach me and my team in my leadership uh, project page, um, as well as
This one.
yeah, the leadership
All right.
project by Fran. Most of the content really is there. Um, uh, and then the books are available in Amazon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also, I think, a link to the books, um, to because my team had that great idea, to for us to be able to reach more people is to sell a PDF copy, the PDF copy of the book, which is like
Mm-hmm.
way like about 75% less than its cost. And they can also find the link there on my page. I don't know if I share the. I think I shared the website, the consulting rep website. So yeah, if you want us to be part of your pursuit to help your leaders to prepare them for growth and for future challenges and successes, um, would be honored to be part of that success and growth. And yeah, we'll be hand holding you and helping you out to ensure that that happens. So,
All right.
yeah.
So does this apply? Is this a consulting service of yours open for like business owners?
Yeah, certainly. So actually, the first few clients were really business owners, and then going to the leaders of their business. So 100%, yes.
All right. All right. Now, as much as we want to hang out with Coach
Mhm.
Fran, All right, it is time to wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
I enjoyed this. Thank you for this
Oh,
opportunity.
thank you. Thank you. Now, thank you very much, Coach Fran, for sharing your expertise with us. Would you like to say your goodbyes or your to our audience?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for this again. An honor to be part of your show and this episode. Um, I just really, if there's one thing that I want to leave the leaders with who are here and the entrepreneurs who are here is just really to um, make sure that we know ourselves first, that we love ourselves, and we honor the gifts that were given to us, and we use that to impact the world positively.
Mhm.
Entrepreneurship, being an entrepreneur, is really going to help us become efficient in spreading the word in fulfilling our mission. So yeah, honor the gifts by using them. Honor your talents by using them.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Fran Saguindang-Riego de Dios. All right, stay tuned, everyone, next week for another episode of Talking Business with Ritz, a live expert interview. I hope you found this interview insightful and informative. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and join our free group for more exciting interviews with successful entrepreneurs. So please make sure to check out Coach Fran's website. I'm flashing it down there. Okay, and also, yes, again, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Until next time, stay focused, stay motivated, and keep hustling. This is Ritzel Loredo Rectra and Coach Fran Saguindang-Riego de Dios. Stay safe and healthy. See you in the next episode of Talking Business with Ritz. All right, let me play my outro.